to make the rivalry extend. Because Ciampa and Gargano were always going to have one extra match. It was 1-1. So now that the plan's changed, Gargano kind of has to win.
Yeah.
You can't have Ciampa win 2 in a row.
I expect him to win. He has his run as the champion. Ciampa has to move on. If he goes to Raw, I'll be
cool.
Yeah,
because I feel like
he'll be
Ciampa's
lost.
not going
He's
up
going to
either.
be
He's going to
lost.
stay in Takeover. I think Ciampa's going to win the belt back from Gargano.
You think? I don't
think
know.
Gargano's going to hold the belt 2 weeks.
Wow.
That's my prediction.
Listen, if he goes to Raw, though, he's lost in the shuffle with the Roman Reigns and the Braun Strowmans. It's like the land of the giants over there, where SmackDown, he'll get over facing guys like Styles. I mean, Ciampa versus Styles right there. That's just cash money. I got Gargano winning. Dom?
I have Ciampa.
Jake?
And Gargano.
All right, so that's going to end NXT TakeOver. By the way, you're listening to The Squared Circle right here on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. Let's move on to the main show. What? Oh, my God, 12 matches. How long is this card? 7 hours? When's the start time?
Probably.
I think it is with the whole pre-show.
Honestly, it'll probably start at 5 like it did last year. 5 or 6.
And ends at like midnight.
No, I think it's going to start at 5 and go to like 11. 11:30.
11:30.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
But here's the thing, though. I'm wondering, though, are they still going to, like... I know it's already 12 matches, but don't forget, you still don't have the Raw Tag Team Championships on here. I know they might not put it on the show, but, I mean, the only thing that I would make sense for them is, obviously, the triple threat between the B-Team, Matt Hardy, and Bray Wyatt, and then the Revival.
I honestly just don't care.
I don't care either.
I don't need it, but I'm saying it could still get added to the card.
It could.
It's not even good enough for the card. Maybe put it on the pre-show, but... You already have a tag match on the pre-show.
Is that confirmed for the
mixed
the mixed one? Yeah, okay. So let's go to SummerSlam. We'll start with the pre-show. It's Rusev and Lana versus Almas and Vega. I mean, I don't have Rusev and Lana.
No, Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega.
Rusev. I know Joe is this big Rusev fan. He's all right. I've never could get into it.
Now it's kind of dying out because
it's done. It's done.
Yeah, he's had.
And they're dropping Aiden.
Yeah,
they should have struck while the iron's hot, and not necessarily win the world title, but he should have been a United States champion or whatever show he was on. He should have won the second tier title. It's over with. There's no way they should win this. They shouldn't win this because these guys are better. Almas and Vega, they're the hot commodity.
I also want to bring up, I'm so glad that Zelina Vega got 2 matches in a row in the past 2 weeks of SmackDown.
And it shows me they're not going to be afraid to use her as a wrestler.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm really liking where they're going with this. I read an article a couple weeks ago about how Vince is really high on Andrade Cien Almas. He loves his look.
I heard that.
He thinks he could be the top, Hispanic wrestler in WWE again. Zelina Vega, he loves too. So I'm.
Then they can start a faction with Rey Mysterio, Juventud Guerrero, and Super Crazy.
Well, there's your Joe Ritter nonsense.
Let's move on.
Go to Cedric.
Yeah,
that's also on the pre-show.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
It should be. I believe so, yeah. I believe
All right.
it's for
Well,
the
if it was on the WrestleMania pre-show, I'm sure it will be too.
Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gulak, who, this is going to be a good match again, but I just don't think the crowd's going to be into it at all.
Crowd won't be there yet.
Yeah, the crowd pretty much won't be there. That's a good point. But I feel like, Cedric Alexander has had a good run, and I feel like it should be ending soon, but I don't think Drew Gulak is the one that's
he's not the guy. I got Cedric Alexander.
I love Drew Gulak's, work. He's been improving, week by week on 205 Live, but no, I don't. I think Cedric is too good right now to take it off him.
Is Kendrick back yet? I know
Brian Kendrick.
Brian Kendrick, because I know he broke his orbital bone. I mean, that's a guy who you could do a really good underdog story, guy who was with the company.
But he's also a heel on 205.
He is, and he plays it really well, but I think eventually you could turn that guy face. I wouldn't mind him getting a run at this.
The only thing is that underdog story you're talking about, they already kind of did it in the Cruiserweight Classic.
They did.
So it would be stealing it, basically.
And he's like a winner of the Cruiserweight Classic. What's that guy doing?
Jeez, TJP.
He's a joke.
He's a jabroni. I got Cedric Alexander winning this one.
I got Cedric winning, and then I think Leo Rush is finally the man to beat him.
Yeah.
And after that, Cedric's going to move on to the main roster, as I said.
You think? We'll see.
I think eventually. I think he has all the talent in the world, too.
All right, let's move on to where do you want to go
But before
right now?
we move on, you got to think about it. If you're going to keep moving these guys from NXT to 205, you got to move some guys up. There's not enough room. It's only a 1-hour show.
That is true. I think a lot of these guys will be lost in the shuffle, which is a shame. I think Cedric has the ability to main event. 205 Live main events, but he's going to be,
middle of the card.
Middle of the card
weighs
on
more
Raw.
than Finn, and Finn was Universal Champion.
That is true, and that's why the whole 205, it makes no sense, the weight classes. I mean, Rey Mysterio is World Heavyweight Champion.
And also Buddy Murphy is definitely not 205.
Yeah, I don't think they actually weigh. Let's move to this women's match right here. Carmella, who's the champion, versus Becky Lynch, and now Charlotte Flair's added to the equation. I think this is an easy victory for Carmella.
Agreed.
Because it's the triple threat. So triple threats are always, whenever you have more than two people in one match, I have the heel champion always winning.
And she's also been pinned by both other women, so it sets up perfectly for her to win.
This just sets up Becky getting her move on Charlotte, then Charlotte, getting hit from behind from Carmella, then Carmella pinning Becky from whatever.
And to go a step further, it sets up Becky having a great moment at Evolution, finally taking the belt.
There you go. I got Carmella winning
I just
this.
don't want that, though. I feel like adding Charlotte Flair to this match, I understand if there was a story behind it and it will lead to that, I understand, but I feel like it was just like they just threw her into the match because she had nothing to do for SummerSlam and she was returning from injury, so they're like, you know what, let's do it. I personally, I still think Becky Lynch is going to win. I think, she's been so hot on SmackDown Live, and I think it would be... I understand. I like the theory of, having her win at Evolution and have that good moment, but I want to see that moment now.
But Evolution needs a huge title change. Ronda Rousey's not going to be losing the belt.
Okay,
I guess fair. I just ruined my prediction for that, but...
Yeah, I don't think anybody expects Ronda to not win
especially
her match.
With that stuff that's been leaked from a live
At first,
show.
I really thought Bliss was going to win, and then the leaks, as he said.
What happened? What got leaked?
Go ahead, Jake.
There was a house show in Texas where it's happening a week after SummerSlam, and they showed a picture of Ronda Rousey with the belt.
That could be a red herring, as they say, and
I don't know. I think that's a mess up. I think that's a clear-cut mess up by the WWE because they've done it before with the...
Because they also send their promotional stuff and they send their pictures ahead of time. So,
and also, I don't know if you saw this, but they were released that Roman Reigns is taking on Braun Strowman. I don't know when exactly.
But maybe like a Christmas live show?
Some sort of live show.
Is it in New York?
According to sources, the post-WWE SummerSlam Raw Live brand events, so the Raw brand live events are scheduled to feature Strowman versus Roman Reigns matches. So that would seem to suggest a possible heel turn from one of the two.
Maybe that leads to my theory.
Hopefully a Roman heel turn. I got Carmella winning. I think, again, the triple threat is so... It's so... obvious that the heel has the advantage of these two baby faces kind of taking off.
Makes a return?
No, Ellsworth is done until the next year's Money in the Bank. I got Carmella winning this. You guys have anybody different?
I have Becky Lynch.
Money.
I have Becky Lynch just because I want to see Becky Lynn. Becky Lynn. What am I, Kurt Angle now?
Yeah.
Becky Lynn.
I think we should move on to Shinsuke and Jeff Hardy because that's a match that I think should be a triple threat match. And for some reason, it's not.
Why Randy Orton isn't?
Did you guys hear the rumors about Randy Orton? What's his problem?
I heard that there was stuff going on, but I don't know exactly what it was.
It's not very PG friendly, so I'll try. I want to say it real quick though. So apparently, Randy Orton, whenever a new writer would come to the staff, he would pull out his. Let's just say Jake the Snake, and he would just hold it in his hand, and then go, "Oh, shake my hand right now." And then he would say, "What, are you afraid to shake my hand? I'm Randy Orton. Shake my hand." And the writers would be like, "I don't want to do this." And then he'd be like, "I'm going to tell Stephanie that you don't want to shake Randy Orton's hand." And apparently this is like a 100% true rumor. And apparently WWE is looking into it.
He's been a heel his whole career.
Yeah, so WWE is looking into Randy Orton.
He's not a good guy.
He's had a shady past. He was in the Marines and he just left there without properly discharging. He's run rampant in hotel rooms, just smashing them.
Steroids twice. Domestic violence.
Yeah, I mean the guy doesn't have the best
it's
history.
Unfortunate to see this kind of like rumor come out now though. Of course, when he's doing well, he comes back, and obviously Joe Ritter was wrong again. I just want to make that clear about him. I don't know if it's a heel turn. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was him that said it wasn't.
Yes.
How is it not a heel turn?
No. Well, that was when he stomped on Jeff Hardy's groin.
That's clearly a heel turn.
Yeah, I know.
He would have RKO'd if it wasn't a heel turn.
I know, but either way,
this match listen. I like Jeff Hardy to some extent. I don't think he's
right though.
I don't think he's a good singles competitor, especially a 40-year-old Jeff Hardy.
We don't have time to fight about that, but I do not agree.
Jeff Hardy, first first of all, has cut 0 good promos in his life.
In his life?
Yeah.
His run with Triple H and CM Punk, Vladimir Kozlov, I can't believe I just said him. That was a great Jeff Hardy. He was cutting good promos every week.
I think CM Punk was cutting good promos on Jeff Hardy.
But he was also cutting good promos with Triple H and Edge.
I will never die! I'm just not a fan of Jeff Hardy's promo skills, and I think most Jeff Hardy fans would agree that's not his strong suit. He's charismatic in other ways, just the way he moves, the way he's just a rebel. I like his tag team work. His singles work has never been his strong suit.
It's not the same anymore. Both of them, they're just older.
They're old.
Well, they ruined the broken gimmick in WWE.
They really have. They didn't do it to the best of their ability. And Jeff. He's like 40 years old. He's been doing this since he was 15 years old.
Also, Matt was, hinting at retirement, like in his Instagram post and all this stuff, which, it's not, we don't know if it's necessarily true, but
Matt's always stirring up the pot.
And Jeff's in-ring work is always just a glorified Shane McMahon.
Yeah, for the most part. I think when he's with the right competitor, he can put on a good singles match. Him and Rob Van Dam had some amazing matches in the early 2000s. But again, that's the early 2000s, Jeff Hardy. I'm not really digging this. And Shinsuke, I think his character, finally he gets the United States Championship. I think he needed some sort of title, especially after the Royal Rumble victory, but then the major loss after major loss. I don't have Hardy winning this at all.
Shinsuke's also gone from being awful at promos to now they limit it to like 30 seconds.
And it's awesome.
He's the best promo in wrestling.
Yeah, Shinsuke, I have winning this.
I have Shinsuke winning, but I'm wondering somehow if Randy Orton's going to get involved.
He definitely
right?
Will. Yeah,
that's how Shinsuke's going to win.
But the thing is, this allegations are real. Like, the WWE's looking into it. They sent out a statement, like, we're looking into this.
But he's still Randy Orton. They'll still use him.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see if they, maybe they don't want to use him. Maybe they'll say, you're in trouble. You messed up. You're not getting the SummerSlam payday. So we'll see. By the way, you're listening to the Squared Circle on the voice of Nassau Community College. Jake the Snake, Dominic Arbolino, Justin Greenberg. We are talking SummerSlam. We're talking pro wrestling. We got to hurry up this card.
Let's go to number 10.
We got to get Finn
number
Corbin
10. Number 10.
Finn Balor versus.
I don't even think we should talk about it. Just pick a winner. It's not worth it.
Finn Balor's winning.
Finn Balor.
I hate Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
The storyline's just not worth talking about.
It's awful. It's been done before. How many times have we seen it on Raw? We saw it on the last pay-per-view.
Big Cass, Brian.
I don't even mind the big guy versus the small guy. It's just Baron Corbin's just a channel changer, and Balor is fine. Balor's really good in the ring. Again,
this is the pee break.
He hasn't cut a good promo that I've seen on the main roster. So listen, I don't care about this match at all. Let's go to a match that I'm really looking forward to, and this can main event any card anywhere in the country. Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. Just the story alone, these two have been linked together since their days in NXT. The old NXT when there was a reality-based show. This is just the best rivalry in the main roster for sure. The Miz is money on the microphone. In the ring, he's all right. He does his,
he's gotten much better.
He does the same stuff, but he's good. He's a solid technician. Daniel Bryan is my favorite wrestler for the last decade. So to see these two go at it is great.
The Miz is my favorite wrestler right now. He's really
he's the best promo in wrestling, but wrestler I don't know about.
I'm not saying I never said that I said his wrestling is the best. I said he's just my favorite.
Then you know what? That's fine because I actually did. I'm just going to do this quick. I did my top 5 favorite wrestlers of all time, and a lot of mine were just based on promos alone. Roddy Piper's my number 5. He never had a good match for the most part. Bret Hart's number 4 because he was in the ring. Amazing. Ric Flair, though, number 3. His promos are what make him number 3. Number 2 was Kurt Angle. My favorite wrestler of all time is Shawn Michaels, and Kurt Angle and Shawn could do both the promo and the in-ring stuff. So for you to say The Miz is your favorite wrestler, that's fine because promo is like 50% of the job right there.
And I even put him in the top 5. I just mean like right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Oh, of course.
I actually saw that all 3 of us had Shawn Michaels as our best wrestler.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Awesome. Did you guys, do you have your top 5? Just say it off quickly.
All right, so I had Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, AJ Styles, Kurt Angle, CM Punk.
That's an
Should
awesome
I go 1 to 5 or 5 to 1?
Go 5 to 1, like a real man.
5 to 1, I'll do AJ Styles, Chris Jericho, Eddie Guerrero, CM Punk, and Shawn Michaels.
That's awesome. You guys are from like a different generation, but you guys picked awesome wrestlers for all around. I love Jericho.
Shut
the heck up.
Kane, okay?
Shut up. Kane?
No, an actual Kane, not like the wrestler.
Not the mayor. All right, let's move on quickly. Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. It's tough. Who do you guys have winning this?
I want to see this keep going. So that's
It will keep on going.
I'm going with Miz.
I'm going with The Miz.
I'll go with The Miz. And Brian, he hasn't officially signed, but there's all the writing's on the wall. There's like a story mode in the new WWE game. He's basically set up to be doing conventions for the WWE in December, so he'll be signed. WWE's his home. I think he's just toying with them to get a better deal. He wants this. He wants a lighter schedule. Give him the lighter schedule. He deserves it. Miz wins this, though, to prolong this. Maybe Maurice gets involved. We'll see that.
Maurice